Hey everyone that's been a fan of Saban Speed Shop for the last couple years probably have noticed I haven't made a video in a while. It's been some time. This has come in much larger, much fancier. It's had time to blossom into what it needs to be. So what I want to do with this channel, I wanted to make some changes. The kids wanted to start a YouTube channel a while back. It was some inspiration from different YouTubers that I like to watch that bring cars back to life and go to car shows and do all this fun stuff. I was inspired. If you're interested in some of that stuff, it would be, Roadkill is what started it. And then there's shows like Vice Grip Garage and Junkyard Digs, Dylan McCool. I like watching things get brought back to life and put back on the road, and that's what inspired me to start what was Saban Speed Shop. As life changes, the kids didn't want to be involved, or it took too much time. But I was able to teach them some things with it. And as the kids develop and grow and have gotten bigger, and now our old director, Billy, is now about to be out on his own. Graduates here in a few days. And then he's off to college come fall. And I realized that I've been able to teach them a lot. And just cool things. So I thought about the channel and how I missed it. Danny is now into football and weightlifting, and he's at that high school age where he wants to do his own thing and make his own life. And that's great. It means you're doing great as a parent. That's how it works. But the one thing I miss is helping people that maybe don't know how something works or don't know how to do something. And I wanted to make this channel a fun channel of learning. So today I'm going to film a little bit for the end of this video. It's going to be something simple, how to change wiper blades. It's going to be two newer cars, but two different style of wiper blades. And then I'm going to change it on the old orange truck. And maybe give a little look at that. It's been a while. But just showing how we used to change wiper blades compared to how we change wiper blades now. So that's how this first video is going to go. Sometimes it's going to be short and sweet. Sometimes it's going to be a little longer. Sometimes it might be checking out some cool stuff like I have behind me. Just showing different things and what they used to be and how things used to work. A little bit about the old life that has passed us up because of technology. That's one thing. I've always been an old soul, and I always plan on being an old soul. And I don't want to lose any of the history that we have around us. There's a lot of people out there that have a plethora of knowledge that aren't tech savvy that I've learned from. It all started with my dad, my grandfather, my uncles, now spread to my father-in-law. It all gets passed down somehow, some way. And so I want to take as much knowledge as I can and become this sponge for a generation that is losing touch with working with their hands or doing something simple and easy. So I've also expanded the idea of not necessarily just doing car stuff. A majority of it will be car stuff, but it might be fixing up the lawnmower, fixing a piece of equipment, how to properly set the tension on a chainsaw, how to use a chainsaw safely. That's the most important part, being safe about it. Might be winter time and I might have a little household project and I might show you how to use a handsaw versus a power miter saw. Simple things that some of you DIYers out there that might have never used anything like that want to take the chance or know what it takes to do something or know if it's worth going to invest in a tool versus borrowing it or versus doing it by hand. Sometimes hand tools, they take longer, but sometimes they're more precise. Sometimes you only need to make 2 cuts and you don't want to spend $500 on a saw. So there's a lot of different variables in things in life. So I've decided I want to encompass all of it. I want to encompass going out to some of the cruise nights and the car shows. Maybe there's a concert or a venue. I really enjoy tiki bars and tiki culture. I want to bring some of that in. So what I feel Sabin's Speed Shop is about to evolve into is a little bit of everything that encompasses being an old soul and being a little bit old school and being able to adapt in a modern world where everything around you is digital, but you don't want to be digital. Obviously, I'm using technology now. I figured out enough how to make some YouTube videos. Patted myself on the back for that. So it's going to be a little learning curve for me too. One of the advances in technology, I finally got a mic, everyone, right here. So hopefully it's working. I finally got a mic. So you don't have to crank the volume on your TV to hear me from 100 yards away to then only be blasted out by me starting an engine that the phone picked up just fine. So everything's very low budget, but it should work. Plan on a lot of cool stuff coming. If anyone has any questions or suggestions, put it down in the messages, put it down in the PMs, put it down in the comments, whatever you want to do. I'm open to suggestions. Maybe someone needs to know how to change a headlight bulb. Maybe someone wants to know how to put in an actual shop light. Someone wants to know how to hang cool beer signs. Whatever it is, put it down in there. I can guarantee the dad jokes are not going to go away because now, since the kids are leaving, my audience is shrinking. So you have now become my dad joke audience, which is great. So I'll apologize now. It's the only time I'm going to apologize for a dad joke. The other thing that's not going to change is life being busy. So I'm going to get to these videos when I can. I'm going to be better about just filming stuff as I do it and edit it and compile videos at a time. So it might be a couple different days of a single video, but I'm going to do my best to bring content and make everyone happy with that. So I really appreciate it. The one thing that I want to know, this video will have the old intro. I posted it on Instagram, so if you guys want to follow me, it's Sabins _ Speed Shop. That's on Instagram. See, bad with the underscore, no spaces thing on Instagram, whatever. Figured it out. So follow me there. Been trying to post some pictures and stuff the last few days that I've had stored away in my phone. But that's easy enough for me to post. So if you want some more pictures and maybe some hints of what's coming up and things like that, that's where that'll be. So I appreciate you guys being patient. I hope this is going to be what you want it to be. If not, you guys are going to help mold the channel in the future of what it is. Like I said, maybe going to some cruise nights, checking out other people's cars. Maybe I talk to other people about their cars. That was one of the earliest inspirations for me, and he also had one of these, and his name is Dennis, and he's car crazy. So he's been around for a while, so if you like that kind of stuff, learning about different cars and what's out there, check out his show. It's been on for a long time, and I learned a lot about cars from him growing up as a little kid. So check things out. It's out there, but help this channel grow. Help mold it to what you want it to be. I plan on everything still being kid-friendly, funny, family, goofy stuff to where you guys can learn something and hopefully inspire some of the kids to start working with their hands and doing goofy stuff, and being kids and being mechanical and figuring things out is another goal. So I plan on everything being pretty family friendly. If it's not, or for some reason everything gets bleeped out of that episode, then I will put a disclaimer at the beginning. So I always appreciate everyone out there and being family friendly. I got my 2 lovely nieces. They're probably some of my biggest, earliest fans. So I'm going to say hi to them in this video. Hi, Layla. Hi, Amelia. Uncle Cody says hi from the TV. So that's pretty cool. I really appreciate it, everyone. Thanks for your time. And here's how to change some wiper blades. All right, everyone. So what we have here is actually a wiper blade refill. So these are really hard to find now. So I'll open it up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what you have here, there's a little clip on the end, sprung steel. It is just a blade. If you look right at the end, you can see that it fits in the groove. So what you have on the wiper blade is, let me see if I can get you closer. What you have is the same clip, and it clips into the metal arm. So how this used to be done was pretty simple. I like to use a pair of pliers, and I just squeeze the little tabs just very gently. You pull it out. Once you get the blade out like this, you can slide it all the way up. Now you never want to turn on the wiper blade like that. It will scratch this window. But as you can see on this one, the rubber is very wore out. It's bent. It's heat cracked. It's crusty, deteriorating. Time to go. Goes right into the trash can. Alright. So it goes on the exact same way as it comes off. You slide this all the way into there's 3 other tabs, and then this last tab here, it's hard to see, sorry. You pull it through and it just locks this little thing right into the end. So all you're going to do is slide that one through there. That one wants to slide through there. It's always easy when no one's watching. And then that last one is always a pain because you have to have really long arms. And it slides through. So you're going to push it out, and then you're going to take your one with the metal end, come to this last one, lock it in, and now we have replaced just the blade, not the whole arm. So that way, on old cars like this, you do it that way, and they have these nice old stainless arms. It keeps the look of the vehicle instead of putting something new and plasticky on it. So, simple, easy, and you can do it yourself. So I'm going to do the other side. I'll try to get a close-up of me doing it so you can see what I mean with the tabs. And then we'll go on to do something modern, which really easy.
guys. Couldn't resist. Had to show it off. Did a full engine swap. Well, I wasn't doing the channel, of course. It's looking good. Nice and cold. Nice big cam. Nice big rumble. Sorry, couldn't help but show it off.
Alright, so here we have a newer vehicle. 2015 Dodge Durango. As you can tell, the blades look a lot different. Sleeker, much larger windshield to cover, more aerodynamic. So you need a different blade. So they have now designed, this is what I'm using today. Sorry, I'm recording backwards today, so maybe I can fix that in the editing. Probably not. But it's Rain-X. They've been around since I used to work at O'Reilly Auto Parts. They're about $40 a piece now. I believe back when I started they were like $22 and everyone was mad that they were $22 then. That was only 14, 15 years ago. Things change. But these I'm going to try again. I usually use Bosch, but these have a much higher silicone rating. So what that means is it's less prone, is the word I'm looking for, sorry, less prone to extreme heat, extreme cold, cracking, drying out like you saw the old blades do that are basically just a soft rubber. The high silicone content will help them last. For some reason, the Durango gets used a lot, it's outside a lot, and, well, they go bad. Most people recommend every 4 to 6 months on wiper blades. Most people probably do it when they go bad. So I'm going to try something new. We'll see how it goes. Maybe do a follow-up next time we need blades and I say how good or bad these were. I don't know. But if the old blades were like a Model T, where all you replaced was the thin rubber piece, what we have here is a much more high-tech. If this is a Model T, this is like a jet fighter. Completely different. As you can see, the whole arm is what they call mono-leaf design. So it's a spring, and it just presses on the window so you don't get snow and all the junk in there. That is aerodynamic. So when you're going down the road, it pushes the wiper down so it's less prone to lift and vibrate at high speeds. So they go on much easier, much harder. I don't know. Should be simpler. But they look very complicated. So all you do is squeeze these two little dots and this little thing opens. And I'll show you what we do with that. These old ones, there's a little button underneath here. I don't know if you can see. We'll do another close-up on the other side like I did. They go the same way. There's a little button you push under this arm, and it should slide off nice and easy. But sometimes they get on there pretty good. They don't want to come off. Now, you can leave these up. I have always set them down very gently. If for some reason you turn your back and bump it when you turn around, this will slam down and it will crack your windshield. So I've always gotten the habit of setting them down very gently on the glass. It won't hurt it. Because we all know accidents happen in the shop. So, remember how we open that little thing? All we do is flip this back up. This little hook slides in. This closes it, and now it is on. Wiper blades on. Simple, whole new blade. And like I said, I'm going to go to the other side. And what I'll do is I'll do a close-up like I did at the other one, zoom in so you can see how simple it is. Alright. Alright, So, like I said, we usually wait till it's too late. And this one is dead. So you wouldn't want to use this. I mean, you could in theory. It's better than not seeing on the driver's side, but it could scratch the windshield, and we don't want that. So before we go in, there's a protective sleeve on these because the really high silica rating is a very soft rubber. So we can toss that. I always get it set up, ready to go. Leave it right here. Again, this comes up. Now underneath here, this pushes up. There's a little tab. And once that pushes up, you can slide this off. Again, they've been on there a while. Comes off, whole thing goes away. This one comes up. Pushes on. Clips over. Now you got a brand new set of blades. Takes a couple minutes. So now we do vehicle number 3. Not as high tech as these. Not as old as the other ones. We'll do my Jeep. Alright, so here we have my Jeep. This is what I would call your basic wiper blade. What everyone kind of knows and understands is a basic wiper blade. You replace the whole arm setup. Looks like a regular blade. Just does its job. Packs full of snow and ice when we don't want it to. It's great, right? So today on my Jeep, I'm using the Bosch. This is what I've always used for a long time. It's what a lot of cars come factory with, actually. They're still in that $20 to $25 range in most places, sometimes a little higher. The disadvantage of these, like I said, snow and ice pack in there, but on a windshield that's straight up and down, the aerodynamic ones don't really work so well either. So, same concept. Arm lifts up. There's a little tab underneath. Push down on it. It slides down, and you just pull that out. You can see the hook. I will get a better shot of the other side. I realized I'm still getting used to working in front of a camera, and when you work like this in front of the camera, you guys don't get to see anything. So, out with the old, in with the new. So it's very simple. It just comes up and under. The hook goes down, and this piece should just snap right in, unless I'm doing it wrong. Really? Yeah. Simple. Only have to struggle every time I'm on camera. But that's done. So I'll take you to the other side, get a better close-up of that so you can actually see what's going on and get a better feel for it, and hopefully you decide to do some of these things yourselves. So here we go. Alright, so hopefully you get a better shot. If you look at this, come around here, this moves up, there's a little button. You just press up on this little button and it's gonna slide forward. It's gonna come off of there. Sometimes they get a little tight just from grime and not moving in a while, but you can see there's a hook. It's just a basic round hook. And to put this one on, there is a spot in there, and all you do is set it down over like this, and you push it down so that piece comes up, and then you just pull up, it pops in, you hear that thunk, wipers on, it's done. You can do it.
Thank you so much for changing the wiper blades. Now I can see.
And that concludes today's episode of Sabin Speed Shop. Thanks for joining me today. We got a few things done. Gonna sit here and have a little coffee. Start working on some other projects for more content. I do appreciate you joining me today. So if you could please subscribe if you haven't already, or hit the notification button. That way the bell rings when I do post something which there will be more content. Again, any suggestions, comments, leave them down below or send me a message. We'll make something happen. I'm sure I can find something to work. Learned about wiper blades today. Simple task. It's easy to do. If you haven't done them, do it. Instant gratification. The next time it rains and that window's nice and clean, you did that. Projects, no matter how big or small, getting them done always feels good. So thanks for joining me and getting something done today, and we'll see you next time on Saban Speed Shop.